I saw this picture on Instagram and I really wanted to make this top, but I wanted to make it a little more Y2K style. So I pulled out this hot pink shirt from a dance showcase and I just bought these binder rings from Staples for a few dollars. So then I just drew out a little sketch with some dimensions to get a feel for it. And these are the pieces I cut out of my top. I actually used the sleeve pieces for my torso part just since my shirt was pre-cropped. That gave me more fabric to work with. And then I used the other part to make the straps. So you want to sew all the way around the titty piece, but I actually ended up seam ripping that whole bottom part and that little top part to feed the strap through. I don't know, I was so distracted when I made this. I made so many mistakes. So then you want to sew and turn it inside out like that. And then to do this ruching part, definitely go watch the video from the girl I tag in the caption because she did such a good job explaining, and that's what I used. So then that's going to be your back panel and your side pieces. You want to sew them together and hem all the way around, but you want to make sure you make that little channel to feed your ring through, and then you just attach the titty pieces. And it looks like this. I'm very pleased. Okay, so I found these like atrocious sweatpant legging things. I don't know where they came from, but we're gonna turn them into a skirt. So here's me telling you to seam rip all of those seams. Do not seam rip the outer seams, only the inner seams. I fucked that up because I go into every project with no plan, so I just had to do some extra work, but that's what it actually should look like. And then you want to cut it to the length that you want your skirt to be, but always a little bit longer than you think, and fold it over so it's even on both sides, and you should have that. And then you want to take this little crotch section and make it lie flat, and then sew straight down, and then so you have that little triangle, and you just cut that baby off so it lies flat like that. And then you want to just hem those raw edges, and then take your extra fabric from the legs and put it in between that little triangle, and put that in place really flat and sew it. Oh, that moves so fast. Okay, then I just hemmed it, and yeah, it came out good. I like it a lot. For today's thrift flip, I made another cute little matching set out of this Champion t-shirt that I thrifted, and I actually already have made this style of top before, so if you're interested in like more detail on how I made it, you can find that post on my profile. But for now, I really wanted to plug my new Instagram account that I just finished setting up. I'm going to be posting pictures of all the clothes that I make and little outfits wearing them, and I also will probably post my art too if you're interested in that. And I really want to start doing like maybe fully thrifted outfit of the day type posts, because I think that can be kind of fun to give some like inspiration if you're into that. And I'm really sorry, I really wanted to be able to plug my Depop at the same time as this, but I don't have it set up yet because I'm the worst. But I swear it'll be up soon. I've just been busy. But on my Instagram account, in the captions of the post, I say which pieces I've made that will be for sale when that's up, so follow it and you can find out. I thrifted this dress recently to upcycle, and I originally was going to keep it as one piece, but then I decided it looked a little too, like, I love America, and that's not really my vibe. So I separated it, and I took in the skirt a little bit to make it more straight fit instead of A-line, and then basically I took in more of the back, and I wanted to reattach the zipper, but I fucked it up so bad, and after, like, hours of frustration, my mom walked in, and she said, "Why didn't you just make it a cute little wrap skirt?" And I said, "I don't know. I wish I thought of that too," but I added little slits to show you guys what I want it to look like, and I moved on to the top. So I took in the sides a little bit to make it fit better. I cut off the back and just folded it in like that, and took the extra fabric and made these little loopy things to have a lace up back. And then my vision was taking this little handkerchief and ruffling it up and sewing it in place along the bottom, and then making that little strap out of handkerchief. And then here's the final products. I love the pattern of the skirt, but I don't know, it's just like not my favorite thing ever. But I love the shirt. I think it came out so cute. Last night, I decided to turn this like mock neck tank top into that one tank top that's like really trendy right now. I don't know how to describe it, but you'll see by the end what I mean. So I cut off the mock neck, then I marked where I want my stripes to be with 2 pins. Mine are 2.5 inches away from each side, if that means anything to you. Then I just pinned all the way down so we have little like seams like that. And then I was going to use white thread, but then I decided to not be boring. And I use this neon green, which I don't know why I have, but it looks pretty fire, so that was a good idea. And then you just do like a zigzag stitch, kind of interlocking the seams, and then I was gonna do it around all of the other seams, but I actually didn't do the bottom because I just ran out of thread, but I kind of like it. And when I was making this, it was really stressing me out how messy it was coming out, like it was kind of driving me crazy, but then I just kind of told myself that it's supposed to look kind of jagged and imperfect on purpose. So I ended up really liking it. I think it's cute. I recently thrifted these Adidas track pants because I think the color is so pretty, but they're a little low-waisted for me and a little bit short, so I decided to turn it into a matching set instead. So to make the skirt, I just seam ripped that whole inner seam and then laid over top a skirt that I've already made to get the length, and then I took those little like crotch triangles on the front and back and pinned and sewed so that they laid flat, and then I just finished off that little triangle that was left on the front. Then I took some extra pant material and just, closed off that triangle and then hem the skirt, so it's done. It's so cute. And then to make the top, I started seam ripping all those little Adidas stripes because I wanted them to be my straps, and then I just hemmed off the top and bottom of 2 panels, front and back, made them match up. Then I put them right sides together and sewed them together so that it fit my torso nice, and then I just finished off the straps, made them a little long, and attached them in the back so it's a nice one shoulder top. I think it's so cute. I feel like a Bratz doll and I love it. I have this really old dress that's kind of really ugly, but I actually really like the pattern. I just think the fit is very unflattering, so I'm turning it into a matching set. So I cut off the top and folded in a little bit to hem along the bottom. It's really messy, but it's not gonna be seen, so it's fine. And then that's gonna be the skirt part, so I hemmed that bottom and then just took in the sides a little bit so it fit me better. And then now I'm fitting the skirt. I want that like bold navy stripe to be over my one leg, and then I'm just cutting off the rest. So I put that back together and fed elastic through a little channel on the waistband, and now I'm taking like a strip of extra fabric and putting it over that navy part on the inside and making 3 long stitches all the way down so it makes 2 channels like that. Then you take more of the extra and make a long string, and you're gonna feed it through those channels, like through the bottom, around, and then back through the bottom like that, and then you just can ruche it and it looks so much better like this. Today I'm going to show you how to turn your really fun feminism tote bag from Barcelona into an even more fun tank top, because we have a bunch of these, as I'm sure you guys all do from when your older sister studied abroad in Barcelona. So first you're going to paint over top just like a really meaningful message, something that is really inspiring and impactful and means a lot to you. And then you're going to outline it, make it pop, and then you're actually going to move into your room at college and you're just going to finish it. And it'll look like this, and that's actually it. That's all you have to do. And it looks like this. It came out so, fun, sexy, and flirty. I think it's a really great back-to-school project. You can wear it to your Zoom classes and just like have a little get to know you right on your shirt. So I hope you enjoyed. I thrifted this cheetah print tankini top a while back, and I've actually worn it as a tank top a bunch of times, but I decided it was finally time to wear it as a swimsuit like it's supposed to be. So I traced around this triangle bikini top that I already have so that I have 4 pieces like that, a little bigger for seam allowance, and then I actually stole those straps from a different old bikini, so I kind of cheated and didn't make those myself. But you want to layer the pieces like that together, and then my sewing machine broke, but my friend Maggie let me borrow hers, which is beautiful of her. So then after you sew those 2 sides, you want to turn it inside out like that, and then you just want to fold in the bottom a little bit like that on the inside and sew a little channel, and then you just want to feed the strap through the channel like that. And there's a nice little demonstration for you. It's very easy, and then that's literally it. Like, that's it. It came out so cute. It was so easy, and I am gonna make another bikini top out of what I have left of the tankini, but I need my sewing machine back first. I've been having some trouble finding face masks that I really like because these elastic ones always slide down my face, but then the more structured ones are always too big for my face. So I decided to just make my own out of these thrifted fabrics and make it reversible, because why not? So I got the general size from tracing my normal mask, and I didn't use a pattern for the shape, but I kind of just knew what shape it had to be. And then I did the same for the other fabric and put them together and then layered them right sides together like that, make sure they were lined up nicely, and I sewed along the top and the bottom, did a zigzag stitch just so it wouldn't fray. Then I turned it inside out and inserted that wire along the top, and then just like sewed that little casing so it would stay in place on the bridge of my nose. And then I just used hair ties for the straps and sewed them in like that with just like a straight stitch on either side. And then I was done. It definitely looks homemade, but I really like it. It fits my face nicely. And make sure if you make a reversible mask, you wash it in between reversing sides, or else that's pointless.